So I was in New York and I was working on a job, and I was really grateful to be here, that God kind of sent me here during this time because Sandy had happened and I really wanted to volunteer, and I would have been really bummed if I was on the West Coast and couldn't do anything to help. So I started looking around. From working in Haiti, you start to get a good nose of who's doing what and what's really happening and what really needs to happen. And I ended up finding Occupy Sandy, and I started contacting them because I had a couple days off and I wanted to rent a truck, and there was the gas shortage, and I wanted to move volunteers or equipment or whatever and kind of get the lay of the land through people that were really working on the ground and making a big difference. And then I got an email back, and it was Lopi, my friend from Haiti, who was a badass broad in Haiti. And then I knew, like, oh my God, of course. It's a badass person who I've seen do amazing things in the world in difficult circumstances, and now this is our time in America to help each other. One of our times in America to help each other, and there will be many more times in America to help each other. And it's grassroots people that really make a big difference. And it didn't matter where this election went or who had won this election. This badass group of grassroots people would be doing this work no matter what. And I really pray that this is a time for the government to reach out. We do happen to have an office of president who came up as an activist and came up in community, that he reaches out through that bubble that he's been insulated in Washington, and reaches out to these people and says, what do you guys see on the ground? What is happening on the ground? Let me know what's really going on. Let's talk about how we can improve FEMA. And because we really need a different strategy now for how we deal with disasters. And groups like Occupy Wall Street, and Occupy Sandy are making a phenomenal difference in the lives of a lot of people. There's elderly that would not have food, would not have candles, they don't have electricity anyway. They don't have running water still. They haven't bathed in weeks. But they would literally be dying, and we know people are dying in these tenements. And with them, I was able to go out there and find the right location with a great distribution center and bring supplies to people who needed it, and go upstairs to 12 stories where there were no elevators, where elderly could not make their way down, where cancer patients were isolated in apartments, and diabetics had insane sugar content levels as we were reading them with the doctors that had volunteered from Bellevue. So we have to come together as community. We can't assume government can do it for us or will do it for us or even knows how to do it for us. And I'm so grateful to partner with and work with like-minded individuals who are really doing the hard work day in and day out of finding those great partners on the ground who really care about their community and working with community and changing the dynamic of community. Like, okay, here we are, we're volunteering, and now, hey, you want to volunteer too? And changing that whole kind of paradigm. It's really beautiful.